Okay, so we're back, and yeah, we'll see how this one goes because, man, I was struggling over all sorts of things for work today, and my brain still doesn't know what to do with itself. So, but this is a much easier app than what I'm working on at work, so maybe it'll be a nice break. So last time we added, uh, not error handling, the loading state. That's right. And I think we also added the filter. That's right. We filtered the results so that it would be an exact match. So we wouldn't get Ando Masahashi if we typed hi, or get Lex Luthor if we type Thor. So that's not what we want. Let's see. Now the next thing I wanted to do. So I mean, here I typed Thor, and there's only one result, I think. Hey, look, it says loading. Whoo, that's what it's supposed to do. Okay, and there's Thor. Whoa. Okay, let's just open up our console here. Thor, Odin's son. Now, another thing I haven't done yet is display any power stats. And of course, you can tell I haven't done any styling yet. But I like to basically make it a functional app first, do what it needs to do first, and then make it look good and add more features and details and such. Yes. Oh, man. Oh, just relax. Just breathe. Everything's okay. This is for fun. Okay. So, so what we want to do is, like, for example, Batman or Spider-Man. So, like, Spider-Man. We got to get Spider-Man working because he's my most fave ever. He's my childhood hero. I wonder if they have him as a single word or as a hyphenated word. Probably hyphenated. There we go. Peter Parker! Oh, I didn't know he was the first result. I thought it was someone else. Okay, so we got the right Spider-Man. Yeah. But there are different Spider-Mans. Oh, yeah, here we go. We've got 3 different results here. We've got Spider-Man Peter Parker. We've got Spider-Man Miguel something or other. Miguel O'Hara. Oh, Spider-Man 2099. That's right, 2099. And then I think this last one is the newest one. That's right, Miles Morales. Spider-Verse was an excellent movie, by the way. So good, so good. So if we search for Spider-Man, we want a modal to pop up with each of those different options with the name and the secret identity, so that we can choose which one we want, and then that will then display. Now, it's been a while since I've done a modal in React Bootstrap. So let me just look at an example of a modal in React Bootstrap quick. Here's the modal. Okay, so you can have a title and a text and different buttons. Right, so I'm not planning on having buttons. Yeah, I need to decide what I want it to be. Do I want basically a list with a button for each that says choose this Spider-Man or something, choose this character or whatever? Or do I want the words themselves to be clickable? Yeah, I haven't quite thought about what I want for that. Now, what would be cool, like I think about, like in React Native, there's something called a list element where you have whatever it is in a list, and then there's like a little chevron, like the whole thing is clickable, and there's a little chevron, and you click it, and it goes to the next. Actually, I wonder, I mean, this is a list group. I don't know if that's the same thing. That would be very cool if they had kind of the same thing. See, they have active items. Ooh, that's another option. Nope, I'm making it too complicated. Because I was just thinking, like, you could have, like, tabs, and then you so you actually fetch all of the results and you display it in different tabs. Now that I'm thinking about things, let's look at this quick. It's very cool to know all the different components and different possibilities within a library framework like this. See, so I mean, that would be interesting is to have different tabs for each one, but that was not my original plan. So maybe I will just... Now, most of the time when you come across something like this, you have like autocomplete, or you have a list of options drop down from the search bar. And I've never done something like that before, and I'm not quite sure how I would do it working with this API. So yeah, autocomplete and all that. I would basically have to have all of the data in my app already, I think. No, not necessarily, because like Google does autocomplete and they don't I mean, it's got like everything ever, right? So that's not true. Yeah, I've never done autocomplete before. That would be really interesting to look into how that's done. But that was not my plan. My plan was to do a modal. I better just stick to the plan. I'm just trying to think of what design I want for the modal. Where's my modal again? Here we go. You have arrived. Welcome. That's excellent. I have arrived too, I hope. Mostly I have arrived. Okay, so you launch the modal and it pops up and you're like, yay, it's a modal and it works, woohoo! And they're using functional components with useState here, so that's nice. And show is going to be show, which is a Boolean. On hide is handle close, set show false. I see. On hide, okay. And then I'm just understanding their example here quick. You got a header, you got a body. You can put whatever you want in the body. Footer, and then you can have whatever buttons you want in the footer as well. Yeah, any preferences? Any preferences or ideas for this? My strong suit is not in design. I talked about this in the first episode, whatever. Did I call them episodes? What did I call them? Just parts. The first part. How, there's the back end with the data, and there's the design. I'm like right in between, where I like to know what data I have to work with, and I like to have a design, and then I just make it happen. But when I'm doing just my own projects, I have to wear the hat of the designer, which is not my strong suit. Yep, so I guess the original idea I had in my head was just to basically make each of the names into a clickable link. Now my thought is I could make them into, put a little button under each one to show which one you want to choose. I guess I'm hesitant to do that because I've never seen it done before, so it's probably not a good design choice. I don't know, but I'm just gonna make it work. Okay, so I'm gonna have buttons for each of the... Oh, that's another thing, is I don't know how many there are gonna be. That's right, I don't know how many there are gonna be, so a list of some sort would be best. Yeah, so a list that you could click which one you want, that really would be best. Huh. I mean, what is list group? What is that? Active to indicate the active selection. No, that's not what I want. Nope. Overlays, but this is what I should have thought about and planned before I did my live stream, but that's okay. You get to see me struggling through how to design this. Now in the body of the modal, if I want to stick with a modal, I could just have it pop up, and I can code it so that it has a list and that you can click any item in the list. So I'm just going to do that, okay? So let's just get a basic modal going, just a basic modal. And I have my modal component here. Where is it? Selection modal is what I called it. So for now, I am just going to copy this guy here. See this button, the actual button that's going to launch the modal. Well, I'm not going to have a button. Because it's going to pop up automatically if there's a multiple options. So I'm not going to have a button, but I'm going to have state for the modal in my parent component here. And then just pass the state down to the modal, which is here. So I don't know, what do you call this, like a dummy component or what? I know there's like a technical terminology for like the container component that has the state and is like smart. And then the display component or whatever it's called. I don't remember what it's called. But what I do need to import modal from React Bootstrap. There we go. So that I don't get any errors there. And this is just going to be exactly the modal that this. It's not going to be my very own design yet, but that's okay. I'm just getting it set up here. Handle show and handle close. Well, I'll just do that for now and then change it as I need. So we see that state is starting to get a little big. Not too big though, just 6 things. Oh wait, that's not state. No, that's not state. Yeah, just 4 things, no big deal. And state handles the UI, you know, what state the UI, the app is in. So I'm going to hand these down, hand down show and handle close and handle show to the modal component, which I have to put in here. And it does not matter where I put it because it's gonna appear in front of everything. And I mean, I could put it at the top, I could put it at the bottom, it doesn't matter. It's not gonna show until I want it to show, and when it does show, it's gonna be right in the middle, so it can be anywhere. Selection modal, that's what I called you. Okay, show equals show, and then handle, handle show equals handle show, and then handle close equals handle close, and then all these guys need to be props as well. Bum, ba, bum, bum, bum. So show, handle show, and handle close. There we go. What is my error here? Wait, what is my error? I have an error. Button is not defined. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't think I'm even gonna have a button, but I do for now, so why not? Okay, so this should show nothing right now, and I don't have a button to make it show. I could just put one in there just to make sure it works, but what I really want to happen is, oh yeah, there were 3 different results for Spider-Man, right? So that's what I'm going to use to search this time. Where I want the modal to open is, so it's going to be after this filter, after this filtered data here. Then from that filtered data, that's an array, and the list is going to come from that array. So I'm going to say if, first of all, if there's only one, I don't need to show the modal. I just need to set that as character info, right? So if filter data equals 1, yeah, why not? Oh no, filter data length, sorry. That would not have turned out well. Length equals 1. Then I'm going to set character info to filter data 0. So I am changing this because I'm not setting it to filter data. I'm going to set it to filter data the first index. That means this down here is not going to work anymore. I just want it to be character info. Yay, that's what I want. Okay, so that should work already for that. Otherwise, what I'm going to do otherwise, if it's equal to 1, I'm going to do that and just set that. If not, I'm going to open up the modal. So I'm going to say handle show. That seems like an extra step. Like, why do I need that extra step? Why can't I just set show to true? Yeah, that's definitely an extra step for me. I don't really need that. Oh, I see. They have that so that, yeah, those are extra steps that I do not need. I don't need these. Sorry guys. Don't need them. I'll just comment them out just in case, you know, I don't think I need them. Okay, but what I can do here is set show to true. Well, here's what I'll do a whole block here, okay? And what else am I going to do? Set show to true, and then what I'm going to do now, then the modal is going to display. So I'm going to have to get that data to the modal. So that is something I want to set in state as well, so I can get it to the modal. So character info is in state, but I also want filtered data to be in state, I believe, now. So that I can, yeah, I want filtered data to be in state as well, so that I can pass that down to the modal as state. I believe that's what I want to do. I'm not sure if I want to call it, yeah, I want to give it a different name. Character array. How about that? I'm being naughty. Supposedly, you're not supposed to call something array just because it's an array, but it really helps me to remember that it's an array. I could just call it characters or something, plural, or character list. How about that? Yeah, that's nicer. Good job. Set character list. Good. Not being quite as naughty. Okay. Use state, and that's going to start out as null. Okay. Now I'm going to set this. I'm going to set character list. Set character list to filtered data. I could probably have skipped that and just did set character list there, but that's okay. I mean, like, put this inside the set character list, but yeah, it's okay. Okay, and then if now I can say character. Oh no, I'm gonna stick with that. I wonder if I'm gonna run into an asynchronous issue here again, since I set character list there. Nope, I think that's okay. Nope, because I'm setting that to that, and if I'm setting character list to filtered data, so because it's in state, I can pass it to the modal, right? And then if the length is 1, I'm just gonna set that to character info, no big deal. Otherwise, I'm going to show the modal, and the modal will have the character list because I'm going to pass it to it right now. I don't need these, I don't think, but I do need character list. Character list, character list and character, no, not character card selection modal. Yeah, it's going to be mad at me for not having, I'm going to just get these buttons out of here because I'm not doing anything with that right now. Oops, now what? Now what's wrong? Now what? Handle close is not defined. Where am I using that? Oh, on hide. Oh, so if I want to get rid of this, then I have to pass down set show. Yeah, I'll just pass down set show. I know, I'm passing it down. Don't yell at me. I'm in the money. Button is defined but never used. That does not bother me one bit. Okay. Oh, let's make sure I'm not getting lost. See, this is what happens when my brain is just really scattered. I just like jump from one thing to another and then I lose track of where I am and I leave things undone, and it's just like, that's what my entire afternoon has been like, and it ends up badly. So let's just see where we're at right now. Okay, so I've got character list, I've got show, all right? I set the character list. If it's 1, it gets set to character info. Otherwise, it's going to set show to true, which will open up the modal. And the modal will... what is this modal header close button? What is that? What does close button mean? Modal header close button. Oh, that's what a close button. Oh, I like close buttons. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, wait, maybe I don't want that, because I don't want them to be able to leave unless they've selected someone. So I will get rid of the close button. Bye-bye, close button. Bloop. Okay, so I know what that is. Modal header, I'll say which. Ooh, I can either say, I can either even put this in here. Whoops. Which, oh, but I'd have to I'd have to pass down character. I'd have to pass down input or whatever it's called, right? Character info is loading character. Yeah, never mind. Which one? How about that? That's fine. Okay. Now, when this modal opens up right now, I have no way of closing it. I have no way of closing it right now. I don't understand this. Like, I understand this. Show is show. So it's going to be true or false based on the state of show. This on hide, I don't know what that does. On hide. Autocomplete is simple, but you would need the data beforehand. That's what I was thinking. The API return a list of available names like a get all. I don't think so. I could look at it again, but I don't think that was one of the things that the API does. Yeah, I thought about that. Like when I thought about doing autocomplete, if I had a list of all the names, or even if I wanted to display something like have little buttons for the alphabet, like all the A names or different things. There's a lot of different things you can do if you had a list of all the names. But I didn't see that on the API. I could look again, but anyway, this is what I'm doing now. Now I've lost my train of thought. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was trying to figure out what the handle show, what the on hide is. On hide. Fired when the header close button is clicked. I see. Or the non-static backdrop is. I see. So that's what I removed the close button. So I guess I don't need that anymore either. Okay. So basically I don't have any way to close it right now unless I bring one of these buttons back. Why don't I just bring the button back, okay? Of course, if I close it and I don't select anything, I'm in trouble anyway, right? I just want to see that it works. That's all I want. Then I can just refresh the page. I don't need to be able to close it. Okay, I want to see that it works, okay? You want to see that it works? Let's do it. Let's do it. Spider-Man. And it opened. It opened the modal. Woohoo! Now I can't get out of here because, like I said, I don't have anything to close it or anything. What's this error though? Onhide is not a function. Yeah, where do I have onhide? I agree, onhide is not a function. Oh, maybe that was an error, a previous error or something? That must have been a previous error. Okay, so there we go. The modal popped open just like we wanted to. Now we just need it to display what we want to display and to do what we want it to do when we click it. So let's do that now. Okay, this is going pretty good, guys. I was a little nervous because my brain is so tired already, but it's okay. This is nice. So let's go to the selection modal and say what we want to do here. Now, since this is the body, we are going to map. We are going to take character list dot map character, and for each character we're going to what? Oops, I don't know if I whatever. What do I want to put in here? I want to put the character name into a text. It's not text. Actually, is there like a modal text or something? Modal body. Nope, you just do regular JSX if you want to do text. Okay, I'm thinking React Native again. It's always text. Okay, so let's just do P for now and, you know, make it fancy if we want to later. Okay, so I guess since they're all gonna have the same superhero name, I could just put their what's it called? Secret identity? Character, what do they call it? Character info dot names, character info biography full name. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to copy that and paste it. It's not going to be character info, it's just going to be character, but that's okay. Whoops. Need these guys here. Oh, that's not what I want to do. This is what I want to do. Okay. Oh, now I got a problem. Now I got a problem. Oh, because I didn't, sorry. There, how about that? Are you happy now? There. I didn't return anything. It yells at me if I don't return anything. Actually, it's a good thing if it yells at me, because sometimes I've forgotten a return statement and just nothing happened. Errors are better than nothing. Refresh. Now wait a minute. Right, because this is, even though you can't see the component, it's still rendering. So I want to conditionally render this. So character list. Yeah. Character list. I will do that. Otherwise, I will do null. Did I put that in the right spot? Yeah. Okay. Oh, sorry. Are you happy now? You're happy now. Yay! Right. Good. Let's try it now. Good character. Okay. Now you just have to be able to click them. Now, if this was React Native, I would do touchable opacity. I'd wrap it in that, and then anything inside that tag you would be able to press to select. But in React Bootstrap, what do I want to do? I could make it an anchor element. So basically like a little link that you click. I suppose that'd be fine. Why not? Either a button or a link. Either a button or a link is fine. Oh, in which case this is not going to be P. This is going to be A. Yeah, that sounds fine. And I'm going to say on click, right? Now that is the question. What do I want to do on click? On click, I want to set character info, correct? Set character info to that index, to character list, and then that index. That's what I want to do. So set character info, and it's going to yell at me because I have not passed down, whoops, set character info. Making a little helper function might be nice, might make it a little cleaner. So I'll make handle select, and then this will be my thingamajig here. There we go. This will be handle select. There we go. And then I do have to pass down set character info here. So set character info, and then up here I pass down set character info as well. Oh, it just feels so good to be able to do things that I know how to do. Like, this is so nice. Oh, it feels so good. I was so stuck. I was so stuck this afternoon. We'll see. We'll see how I do after a good night's sleep, but I might have to end up pair programming with someone to help get me unstuck, which is nice. It's nice that I actually have someone now that I can reach out to, because when I was just learning on my own, there was no one to, well, I could ask Nat. Nat's pretty good at finding things out. He's really good at seeing things, and he looks at it and just figures it out in like 2 microseconds. It just makes me so jealous, but also very grateful. What am I doing now? Handle select, that's what I'm doing. I'm writing this function. So what am I going to do on handle select? I'm going to do more than just set character info, so I will do this. First, I'm going to make another variable here, so I can just pass the variable in here. Chosen one. It will be the chosen one, whichever one they choose. Chosen one will be the character. All right, but I have to pass in a parameter. I need the ID. Not the ID. It doesn't have an ID. Does it have an ID? Wait a minute. I need to see if it has an ID. Let's do Thor. Oh, it does have an ID. So there's multiple ways I can do this. But my original idea was just to do the index. So I think that's what I'm going to do, because I have the index of character list. I have the character list. Oh, but I can match the ID, I suppose. On click handle select, and I think there's an easier way to do this, like target something, or there's probably an easier way to do this. I will tell Nat you said hi. Excellent. Okay, the way I wanted to do this was to, let me just write the pseudocode so that because my brain is pooping out here, and apparently since I just said pooping out, and I'm losing track of what I'm even thinking. So the index character list index of the character that is chosen is what I want. Of the character that is chosen. So something I could do is index of, see, we've got different things here. Index of getting tired. Returns at which a given element can be found in an array. So it's like index of bison. Bloop. So I'm not sure if that's what I want. Oh my goodness. Ugh, I'm getting too tired. I'm not gonna be able to finish this. You know what I want? target ID or value. I just want to know more about this because I've used it a lot, and but understanding it more might help me be able to use it in situations like this, or not situations like this, where I might be able to use it. Okay, the target property of the event interface is a reference to the object onto which the event was dispatched. The object is the anchor element, right, that I'm using? Different from current target, which I've never even heard of before. Interesting. My question is whether, let's look at this example. This is just plain JavaScript, not JSX or anything. Current target. Target refers to the clicked list element. Yeah. So if it's target, it's gonna be the anchor. But the anchor doesn't have an ID or a value that I can use, really. Would the value, I wonder what the value would be. Would the value be what's like this character biography full name? I mean, would it be that? I feel like kind of experimenting here. I'm gonna console log. Wait. Getting too tired for this. I'm gonna have to cut it short, guys, and figure it out tomorrow because I'm getting too tired. Oops, see, I'm pushing the wrong buttons now. I'm getting so tired, I'm pushing the wrong buttons. Okay, now I have a problem here. What's my problem? Chosen one. Oh, right, because I made it a const. It's not happy about that I made a const without assigning anything to it. Okay, now okay, let's see what happens. I just want to console log target value to see what it even is. Oh, now these are mapped, that's right. It's undefined. See, so it's not even anything. Yeah, that's not what I want. So I'm gonna have to do what I was thinking of before, which is like finding, I'm gonna have to, Yeah, how am I gonna know which one it is? I'm going to make, could I give this an ID based on the character ID? I wonder, and then that gets passed. See, then that would be eTarget ID, right? That's what that would be. Yeah, I could do that. I think that would work. Let's say ID equals character.id, right? Okay, so now that anchor element should have the same ID as the character, right? Right. Okay. So now let's see what eTarget ID is. This is good. I'm learning something, okay? That's excellent. Target. Let's just see if it does something now. This is very interesting. I have to click something. Click. eTarget ID 620. Yeah. Now I have an ID I can work with. Yeah, that's good. Now, whichever character in the character list has the ID of eTarget ID, that's what I want to make into the chosen one. Chosen one equals, yeah. Character list, I think I can use .find here. Find is just another method here. All these handy dandy methods, right? Let's just show you what it looks like here. The first element in a provided array that satisfies the testing function. So yep, it just finds the first element. So that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, go over here. Shoo. So I'm gonna find the item dot ID. Wait a minute. Character list. Yeah, so I'm going through character list. I mean, I'm saying item. I could say character again. That's what I did down there, but I'm changing it up for some reason. Item ID is equal to eTarget ID. Okay. That should do it. And then I set character info to chosen one. Yeah. All right, here we go. Moment of truth. Let's choose Miles Morales this time. Yes! It worked. It didn't close. I need to add that's easy. Then I just say set show to false. There we go. Easy peasy. Let's do it again. Miles Morales. There we go. We did it, guys. Yes. Yes, we did it. Now, obviously, like my little list there was just squished together, so that's not good. That doesn't look good, and I need to make a little like a pointer instead of a whatever you call that text symbol. Yeah, there's plenty of styling to do. Plenty of styling. Try not to let it bother me for now. But other than displaying the power stats, we're pretty much getting to MVP level here, guys. This is kind of exciting. This is pretty exciting. So yeah, thanks for coming tonight, and glad successfully got it done. So tomorrow I'll do some power stats for our characters and see if I can move on to styling after that to make it look nicer. But yeah, I'm gonna get this